Chris Biandy on the track.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is Mommy Fergie, and I just want to have a chit chat with you guys. How you all doing in the corona? Yes guys, I know it can be a bit depressing not getting to do stuff that you really want to do, gets to go places that you really want to go, but your girl got you. I'm gonna keep your company. So tonight's video we're gonna talk about life growing up in the 80s versus life growing up in the 21st millennium. So it's two different dispensation, guys, and I'm gonna express my time growing up in the 80s. Yes guys, I'm an 80s baby and I enjoy growing up in the 80s. Anyhow, I'm a mommy, I'm a mom of three, so I can tell you the different type of dispensation in terms of things that they do and things that I used to love doing when I was younger. So anyone who's from Jamaica, we used to love to play Chinese hopscotch. Is that with the elastic band? We call it rubber band in the UK, where we join them together, and we used to play where you jump in the middle, jump on the Chinese hopscotch, and it goes higher and higher. And yeah, that was really fun. Growing up in the 80s, we used to play dandy shandy. If anyone knows what dandy shandy is, if you're from Jamaica, sure you will know what I'm talking about. But these millennium kids growing up in the UK or in the United States, it's something totally different. But I try to let my children know my roots and know things about my culture. So we used to stuff the box. In Jamaica, we call it juice box. And we stuff it with whatever, plastic or newspaper. And we fold it in. And then you've got two person at the end. And, you throw it back and forth. And you have to try to sight the ball. We call it ball like back then. We used to play crickets. Getting like... we wasn't fortunate enough to have like cricket bats like now our children nowadays. You can just go in a store and purchase a cricket bat and a ball because you have so much of more, sorry for tying up my tongue, financial freedom, so you can more afford it. But back then our parents couldn't afford to buy certain stuff, so we have to create our own and be innovative. So we have our crickets, people, both boys and girls, we have our sides. And yeah, I used to run as well. Things that I see now, with the 21st century kids, they don't want to create stuff in per se. They want the phone, the iPads or the tablets, or what you call the TV, a smart TV, or going out with their friends, going shopping. Those things are not fun for me. It's fun, yes, but it wasn't fun for me back then. In the summer, oh my God, we love summer because we go into the country. We get to go bush, where we go and pick stuff. Kids in the 21st century, their type of fun is to just sit in a sofa and be on the phone like this. Yeah, that's the 21st century kids. So, what do you guys think? Being in the 80s, 70s, 60s, whatever year you were born, 50s, 40s, how do you perceive it, then and now? Do children still have fun where, you have to create your own telephone? We call it Chinese telephone, and we would whisper into one person's ears, and maybe about 10 of us or 20 of us, and you have to tell, the last person have to tell the person who started it, what did they say? And sometimes it comes with something totally off. Nowadays they go on the phone, so and so and so and so and so and so and so, they get it direct. That's no fun at all. 21st century kids, what they find as fun is smoking. Thank God my kids are not doing that. Having, sex, That's what they count as fun. But back in the days, going to a river going to the beach, that was mad fun. That was a treat. For a treat for our kids over here in the UK. I'm talking about, things that I've seen because I've worked in the healthcare system and I've heard a lot of stuff and I've seen a lot of stuff and I'm a mama of three. I've got nieces and nephews that's living in the UK, all abroad and, even in Jamaica. And things that I've seen, I'm like, come on, where is the fun in that? Back in the days when your parents gone to work, you link up in the yard, because when you're living in Jamaica, you've got like different houses in one yard and you all become, cousins because you're living in the same yard. So when your parents gone off to work, if one link up, hide and seek. Who remember playing hide and seek? That was mad fun. Oh, nay, you are, oh, nay, you are. Who remember that? And then when the other team see that you're too far, we say, oh, far you are, oh, far you are. That's a signal that you are not close to who you're looking for. We used to play even Stone War. Who remember Stone War? Oh my goodness. Right here, if you can see, I've got a burst in my forehead by Lisa Samantha, which is on Facebook. Lisa was the one who burst my head. I always hear about people who, got their head burst by stone, playing Stonewall, and I was young and naive enough, wanted my head to be burst. So I ran up in the stone, and that's how I got my forehead burst open. That wasn't fun at all, so I didn't do it again. Okay, so nowadays if I say certain things to my kids, like certain stuff, they don't know because all they know is technology, and I try to instill certain culture of Jamaica, into them. And sometimes I sit back and who remember going into the country, living into the country, and your auntie, your uncle, or even cousin, pardon me, talk about Duppy story. Nobody wants to leave the room. No one wants to get at the end of the bed. Everyone wants to be in the middle, or even climbing trees. There's no tree in the UK to climb. Basically, they're going to climb a climbing frame. They don't know nothing about climbing trees. You have fruits for your lunch because you're going to go in a mango tree, or what's that thing called? Chocolate. My auntie used to warn me about that chocolate tree. I would get up every morning and climb that chocolate tree and suck chocolate until that chocolate, we make it's in a shell and you can use it to dry and make hot chocolate. Is that it? Yeah, hot chocolate. We used to go and get guineas. There's guinea trees. It's a fruit, by the way, a Jamaican fruit. June plum. We can make June plum juice, or we just eat the June plum with salt or some sugar if it's sweet, when it's overripe. Over here you can just go in the store or the supermarket and you just take apples. I don't find it authentic and fun, I remember back in the days, we were glad because we live in Kingston, right? So my cousin and I, each time it's on holiday in Jamaica, we are super elated because we know we are going in the country and that's gonna be mad fun with our cousins. And I remember each and every Saturday we had to get up early in the morning and we go to a place that called, I think it's Maxfield Avenue, and remember going into Charlie Smith Drive. There's a complex there and there's a football field where there's an eye wall, and I used to run. The wall is like this is the field and you have to run and jump over the wall. So I used to love doing that. That's a really good adrenaline rush. Nowadays kids, their adrenaline rush is to stabbing each other, shooting each other, and that's their adrenaline rush, doing silly stuff. Like for us, yes, that was silly, but it was fun as well because we do know when we jump, we're gonna jump and crouch down to get on our feet so we don't hurt ourselves. We used to play Stocky. We used to play ring games. We used to do so much stuff that, it was so much fun. Like we weren't kids that was so stuck up or always looking sad, screwing up our face. We were so happy versus to the kids now. I'm not saying kids nowadays are not happy, but I mean stuff that they do is not stuff that we think is of the norm, in the sense where, drinking. We were far from that. We wasn't even thinking about having alcohol. We were afraid of tasting alcohol because we were thinking, that tastes nasty. But nowadays they walk in with a bottle. They're so bold and they're very fierce looking at you, dry eye, with their bottle in their hands. Back in the days, listen, your parents don't need to slap you or beat you. The neighbor will. And then my neighbor will tell you off. Little girl, why you are doing this in your hand? Little girl. Nowadays, if you talk to a child that is not your, what, man? What? And they give you the most attitude. So, guys, I hope you enjoy my little talk about the 80s or 60s or 70s or 50s versus the 19th, 20th, and now the 21st century kids. So anyways, guys, remember to give us a thumbs up, to give us a subscription if you're new. If you're not new, thank you for supporting us. We're asking you to comment in the comment section, and please share our videos, because this year we are expecting great things from this channel, our Fergie family channel. My kids is gonna come in now and again and give their own little input. We're gonna do our pranks, we're gonna do challenges, we're gonna do like cooking, because yes guys, I'm a great cook. My daughter is a great baker, so she can bake. I cannot bake, but I can cook. I can cook up a storm in the kitchen. And anyways, I've got my mom here with me, so you're gonna get videos in between from myself and my mom. We having a chat, and it's gonna be mad fun because my mom is very funny. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you made it out to the end of the video, thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, thank you guys for everything. Okay, see you later.